Hi there, it's me again, your Lavanya. We are continuing our discussion on Thiruvarutpayan, verse number 72. Iruvar Madanthaiyarukku en payan inbondam oruvan oruthi urin. Today's verse talks about a very common question that we may be getting in our minds, because we have been talking about grace for a very long time. So now the question that we may have is grace alone sufficient? Can I just stick on to grace? Why do I need to talk about Shiva? Why do I need to talk about Almighty? If grace is able to give me all these happiness, I just stick on to grace. This is a common confusion and this is a common hurdle that we will be having, and today's verse actually answers that. According to Saiva Siddhantam, we don't have a distinction or a discrimination as a male or female, because the soul is always a female. Grace is also a female. Now, grace, we have to imagine her as our friend, who is actually helping us to reach our lover, to reach our our man. Our man over here is Almighty. In order for us to reach the Almighty, grace is coming in only as a guidance, only as a help. We can't get the full happiness when two ladies are together. Rather, the real happiness happens only when a lady is with a man. So that is the analogy that they are giving. I'm not sure how much is going to be applicable in today's environment anyways, in today's world, because there's a lot of cultural differences and all these. But anyways, this is the meaning of the inner meaning of the song. Basically, they talk about when we are looking at real happiness, when we are looking at the real essence of happiness, we need to go beyond grace. Beyond grace is our leader, our head, our Almighty, whatever we want to call it, however we want to see him, however we are able to appreciate. Sometimes we appreciate him as father, sometimes we appreciate him as brother, sometimes we appreciate him as, we can't even call him as a him though, but still we just take it as an analogy so that we are able to relate, because only when we can relate with something that we know, it will be easy it's all for relativity purposes that we call him as him. But if you look at it, there is no gender discrimination anyways. That is what today's verse is all about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. So today's verse, in a nutshell, if you have to just consolidate it, it talks about don't stand and don't get fulfilled with grace itself. Go beyond that. Grace is there to help us to achieve Almighty. So what we have to do is hold on to grace and reach Almighty. See you very soon. Until then, bye-bye.